All right, now how did you get into rap music? What age were you?
I've been rapping, like freestyling and shit, just rapping, fucking around since I was like 14. Like fucking around, just freestyling, trying to do that shit. I wasn't recording no shit though.
Did you have any musical influences? Anybody that inspired you?
Yeah, Gucci. I used to fuck with 50 Cent too. 50 Cent, yeah, I used to fuck with 50. I had his album. I had Gucci shit too. Who else was growing up? Lil Wayne. Fuck with Wayne a long way. Who else growing up?
Have you had a chance to meet
it.
any of these guys? Have you had a chance to work with any of these guys yet?
Hell no.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Out of all those people you named, though, who do you want to work with the most at this point?
Gucci.
Now, what would that sound like? What would a song with you and Gucci sound like? How would that work?
Wop. Wop.
Would he be?
Bird. Ewok.
Would he be?
Hey.
Would he be on the hook? Would you want a verse from him? How would
Hey,
that
we
work?
gonna tear that motherfucker up. It don't even matter. We gonna be on both be on the hook. We both gonna be on the first. We gonna tag team that bitch.
Now, how many years would you say at this point you've been perfecting your craft for? Before you actually got with Bases Loaded and signed a deal with them?
What you mean perfecting my craft?
Like taking it serious, taking it very professionally, concentrating on that. You know, because you were rapping since you said like freestyling and not even recording at 14, but
Yeah.
what's the time period you really like concentrated on this and made it a conscious effort for this to be your career?
I like 18.
So when you were 18, so how many years would you say at this point now has this been serious for you? Because some people go in and out, they play with it, they're inconsistent, but consistently, how long do you think you've been doing this?
Like beginning of this year, bro.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
No, like towards like October of last year. October, like going into like December
really?
and all
I
that
didn't know
extra shit. Yeah.
So really only like 6 months,
Yeah.
7, 8 months maybe, give or take?
Yeah, cause like I'll do music, but then I'll be like, I'll drop something, then I'll just stop dropping shit.
Do you remember your first rap or what you were rapping about back then?
I was rapping about the same shit. It was different ways. It was always about the same shit. Yeah.
Now, when you're in the studio, top 3 things you need in the studio.
Weed, perks.
One more.
Shit, something to drink.
Preferably what?
Shit, some juice or something. I just be high and I know I'm gonna be thirsty. Shit.
Now, when it comes to marijuana, what strain of marijuana?
All kind of weed. I like weed.
But is it a certain strain if you could have it your way you want, right then and there? Something you seek, maybe?
Gelato.
Okay.
I like that.
Now, you said marijuana, you said perks, right? Do you do that at the same time? Do you smoke and pop pills at the same time, or is that separate?
I mean, you can't do it at the same time. You gotta pick one.
I see.
I pop a perk, then I get high, because it complement the perk.
I see. So it's not done at the same time, but it's done one after the other. During the same session, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, during the same session.
Now, are you ever recording drug-free? A lot of musicians use drugs, not just in rap music, rock, a whole bunch of different genres. But do you ever record sober?
No, I did before though.
And you can tell a difference between your sober raps and your under-the-influence raps?
Slick. Cause it depends though. I got my days. Like sometimes, like one time I was sober shit and I was going crazy.
I see.
Like shit, it don't really mean nothing. It don't affect me like that. But I just want to be.
But more often than not, you're under the influence, recording.
Yeah.
Craziest studio story if you have one?
Crazy. I got a lot of crazy
I can't even
stories.
imagine. What's one that sticks out that you could share with us?
I was off Molly in the studio one time, bro. I was tweaking, bro.
Oh, and this is the incident where you went off on a girl or something like that? Yes,
I told you about that?
Yeah, we talked about that.
All right, so I ain't going to talk about that. That's another one. That's another one.
Yeah, we talked about that on our Horror High story. You went crazy on her.
Yeah. What's another one? In the studio.
Have you ever recorded a song with those goggles on? Like on your face?
Just because you told me to, I'm doing that shit tonight. I swear I'm doing that. I'm going to be high as hell recording these on. Yeah, I'm going to be high as hell recording these on. I'm trying to think of a fucking story. I don't know.
All right, now your recording process. What's that like? You mentioned you were freestyling way back when you were 14 before you were recording, but when you record, are you writing, like pen and pad, the phone maybe?
Or freestyle.
Freestyling, punching in?
Yeah.
That's, a lot of rappers do that nowadays. A lot of the new generation rappers, that's what they're doing. Is that something that you've always done, or you experimented and got like that, or is it the influence of other new generation rappers doing it that got you into it?
I've been freestyling because it's been like fun. You supposed to keep that shit fun. You don't supposed to like strain your brain, but eventually you're gonna have to pick up that pen and that paper.
Sometimes, well, I would think when you use a pen, you might be able to think of more options or write down more options.
Nah, it's like yeah, basically. You get to think and not just throw it out there. But either way it goes, when I freestyle, I think too though. So it's the same way. It's like ain't no difference really from freestyling and writing really. It's just when you prep, shit easier type shit. But I still freestyle. I still don't write, but I'm gonna start.
Well, let's say somebody, like for example, let's say somebody's making a decision about something. It can be anything, right? And if you freestyle the thought and outweigh the pros and cons of whatever it is you're thinking about, when you do it in your head, you might only be able to see a certain amount or a select few of pros and cons in your head. But if you write it down and you're brainstorming, you may be able to think a little bit more or put it on paper so you see a little bit more.
You're right about all that. You're right.
From start to finish, what's the average time you spend on a song?
I got my days. Be 15. It can be 15 minutes. It can be 30 minutes.
Very fast.
It can be an hour.
Very fast. Most songs you recorded in one studio session?
I be knocking them bitches out. Wake and bake though. Probably. I recorded all that shit.
What was it, 6 songs in 6 hours or something?
Yep.
Now what happens, and I use this term loosely because you freestyle and speak more than you write, but that phrase writer's block, that's that moment where you get stuck on an idea, stuck in the middle of a song, stuck on a thought, you can't finish it. How do you deal with writer's block?
Keep going until you find that shit.
Some people I heard they don't want to force it, so they stop and they do something else.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta just keep going and get that shit out of the way. It's like basketball. Like you can't give up with that shit. Keep going with that shit, and you gonna make that shit happen.
You work on songs very fast, from your description. But what's the longest you worked on a song, maybe stopped, and ended up finishing it later? Has there been like a song, maybe you work on it, you put it down, and 1 month later you get back and you finish it? You know, something like that or no?
I did. Something like that. It went on Monday, probably like a couple days. Yeah. I go back in there and I finish that shit.
Now, I'm sure you come across a variety of beats. Has there been any beat that you received, that you passed on, that became a bigger song for somebody else? Not yet.
Nope. No.
What's the realest song you ever wrote or spoke so far in your whole catalog of music? Something that's been released that people can actually listen to right now if they wanted to. What song is the realest at this point from your collection?
All my shit real.
But what's the realest? Which one just sticks out to you? If you listen to any of these records, this is the one.
That's just my mood 24/8. Broadway is my mood 24/8.
And what are those records about?
Yo bitch called me over to your damn place. I just fucked her face and made that bitch buy me vape. 24/8. The truth, you did.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Ooh.
Couple more questions for you. Risk versus reward. What's the biggest risk you took for your music career so far?
What you mean? I ain't taking no risk.
You haven't taken a risk yet with your music career? Maybe it's been a pivotal decision or, one of those risky decisions you made in regards to your music? Some people would say signing a deal is a risky move.
I don't know. I don't live my life thinking about risk. I just live my shit without thinking about risk. You feel me?
Proudest accomplishment so far in your music career?
I ain't proud to it. I ain't proud so I'm in a motherfucking mansion. And my mama in the mansion.
Biggest failure so far in your music career? Biggest flop?
No.
That's
I'm
good.
flopping over there. What you talking about?
What's the biggest misconception of Lil Wop? What's one thing people think about you, but it's not true?
This is a fucking image. I don't know if people think that. I don't know what people thinking. I just want y'all to let y'all know, bro. It's not, bro. It's not one of them, bro. I will fuck a kid up. I'm not playing. It's not no game. I don't want to let that be known to all the rappers who don't play with me, don't mention my name, none of that. I'm a bull person until you get on my bad side. I'm gonna fuck you up. So, if that's y'all misconception, that this is an image or I'm a hipster, any sort of shit like that, is wrong. Get your ass beat up.
Craziest rumor you heard about yourself?
Nobody spread no rumors about me. Hell nah, nobody spreading no rumors about me. Ain't no better.
What question do you hate to answer? Anything that bothers you, that you're asked?
I don't like questions, period. It depends on who they coming from, bro. For real, it depends on who they coming from, bro. Like when bitches ask me a question, bro, I be like, bitch, like, if you don't go on. Like, this bitch called me today asking me, why you fucking with this bitch? Bitch, who is you talking to questioning me? Like, you not even my bitch. Like, what? I'm like, bitch, I can do what I want. All you can do what I want. Yeah, bitch, what? These hoes be tripping, DJ Smallz, bro.
I'll take your word for it.
These hoes be on that nut shit. Some shit patch. Tweak it. Oh, God.
Do you care what people think of you?
Hell no. I don't care what nobody think about me.
Some people do care what people think. Why don't you?
Because they ain't gonna tell you in my face what you think about me. Fuck your ass, nigga. What? I be knowing niggas be pussy. I know niggas talk behind my back. Hey,
why so many people talking behind your back?
Because I'm popping. That's how I stay relevant. You stay relevant. You ain't popping for nobody talking behind your back. You ain't having nothing going on if you ain't in these niggas or these bitches' mouths.
Is it a jealous, envious thing? Is that what it is?
Niggas just be gossiping like bitches.
What about music-wise? Do you care what people think?
Not one bit.
You don't care
As
either?
long as I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm progressing what I'm doing, hey, ain't nothing you can say to me. I don't talk about nobody. What nobody got going on. If you progress, hey, I shout out to you. I fuck with you. You doing something with this music shit.
What are your keys to success?
hard work, humbleness. You gotta stay humble. Hard work, humbleness, and hungry. You gotta be hungry. 3 H's: hard work, humbleness, and hungry. You gotta, hey man, that's it. You gotta just want that shit. Go get that shit.